Musically.
Hello and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, a fantastic week. I really can't complain. Life is good. I'm finally over my sinuses, y'all, so life is real good. But anyway, so thank you all for joining me. I have another dynamic guest tonight that's going to sprinkle us with some knowledge in so many areas. All right. So anyway, before I get started, y'all know I got to do my spiel. Please make sure that you are liking, following, joining the group across all platforms. It's Relationship Soup period on YouTube. Facebook is Relationship Soup Group. Come and join the group. Man, we've been having some crazy conversations, right? And then on IG is Relationship Soup. And then, of course, if you want to follow me or whatever, it's RelationshipSoupLLC. Oh, and also make sure that you go into RelationshipSoup.com. And we have like T-shirts and greeting cards and all that good stuff there. All right. So now that that's out of the way. Again, thanks so much for joining me. I see that we have Reese. Hi, Reese. Good evening. And thank you for joining us. And you know what? Happy Juneteenth to you as well. Right. All right. So anyway, like I said, we have a dynamic guest. His name is Lucky Smith, and like I said, I'm really excited about this one. It took us a little bit to be able to get here to do the interview, but now we're here. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Lucky on stage. Hey, Lucky, how are you?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Man, hey, it's a pleasure. Like you said, it took us a minute, but here we are.
Absolutely. It just seemed like that stuff just kept coming up. Like it would be like, are you serious right now? Like, but I'm so glad. But I believe that everything happens at the right time. So
Oh yeah,
I
most
appreciate
definitely. Yeah, a lot didn't happen, so it gives a lot more to talk about.
facts. Facts. It's a lot going on. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this thing. You know, I appreciate you. You're definitely dynamic. So tell our listeners about you. I know people already know you, but tell our listeners about
Well, I'm a nobody that's trying to be somebody that, you know. But I'm there. As you can see, my title. I'm the original promo king. There's a lot of people claiming to be promo kings out there now, but I'm the original promo king, Naptown's finest. Uh, I've been in the game. Oh man, a little over 30 some years now. So you
Okay.
know, I was one of the. I had to say I'm a pioneer from the Naptown area. And I was doing it. It wasn't a lot of people doing the things that I was doing. So, uh, but promotions and marketing is definitely my specialty. But I done tapped off and branched off into a lot of various other different things. I think I done done everything in entertainment that you could actually do except be an artist. But
Okay.
I think I even tried that before I got into the promotion. So I'd have done everything.
Okay. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Um, well, you said you're the original promo king. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it because there is so many people doing promotions and stuff, and then some, they go, some do well, but you definitely made a mark. You definitely made a mark.
Oh
So,
yeah,
so can you tell our listeners like how did like your journey and how you actually like got into promotions? Like how'd you get there?
it's a crazy thing. You know how they say the music business imitates the streets. So uh, of course, back in the day, I was doing my thing. I had just got back from the military, and
Okay.
I hooked up with some of my old partners. They was in the street doing their thing. So of course, it was only right to fall back into the niche of things. So then my little cousins. They was a rap group, had a little thing going on. So they was like, hey, what I mean, we talented, we need some help, we need you to back us. So, we kind of jumped behind them, and that's how it all began. So and then I needed a little knowledge because what I mean, we was kind of beating our feet and wasn't gaining no ground. So reached out to Big Unc Tommy Henderson out there, LaFace,
Hmm.
and he put your boy up on game,
Okay.
and it's been on ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what have been some challenges like in breaking the industry and getting your business started? What maybe tell us what has been your biggest challenge?
Wow, I say my biggest challenge has finding people that that are hungry and more hungry than I am to succeed with their own careers.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because it seems like I find a lot of talented people, and they say they want it, but when you get to working with them, it's like you want it more for them than they want it for themselves.
Hmm.
So that was really been my hardest thing is uh, I've got a few people to the top, in the doors and got them inked in and all that, and then they self destruct. So it's just like finding getting that person all the way out on that to that next level. That's been my hardest challenge. Because for myself, I didn't reach the peak. I didn't did it. I didn't seen it. And I had I didn't had some very longevity in it. A lot of people can't say that. And
That's
and I
true.
and I and I did it at the top for a very long time. And it's like, you can't with this industry. You here today, gone tomorrow. So and people are always ready to replace you. So
Hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let me ask you, because like being an entrepreneur, like you got to really find the balance, right? Like personal life, all of that, right? What, how do you balance it all, or do you?
well, it's it's the here's the crazy thing, and this is with any business to really have some real success and be super successful at what you're trying to do and have a relationship is the hardest thing in the world.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you have to make some serious sacrifices. So if the person that you're with is is not understanding and or either and supportive and even willing to ride with you to make those sacrifices with you, it'll never work. Me, I stayed single for so long. Relationships. I was horrible at relationships. I ain't even gonna lie, but you know, I did end up getting married at one point, and even in my marriage, I was married to the game still, so it put a lot of strain on that. and I'm just now, trying to learn how to really kind of balance it and date and still do what I do. So it's you know because I be focused, and it's like as soon as I think I'm done with something, something else will spark my interest, so I start giving my all of that. So
Mhm. Well, that makes sense. You definitely got to find somebody that can support your dream, like be more of a support and not a distraction. Because I've definitely ran into that, like just things that I'm working on, and everybody just don't be on the same page. So
yeah,
I
because the
get
thing is, you know, nobody wants to be there when you're going through it, but as soon as you pop in this and the money's flowing like a river, everybody there, all
that.
the support you can get is right there. It's like, what was you at when I was struggling? You know,
Facts. That's very
them late nights.
yeah, and everybody don't have an understanding. They don't have an
Oh no,
understanding of the work that it takes to put into things. Whatever you're working towards, it's gonna take some sacrifice.
oh yeah.
So let's see here. All right, so we kind of talked about that a little bit. So, like one thing I talk about is like self care because I'm huge on that, like taking care of yourself, right? Because so often life be life and we be, working towards goals, whatever. Like what does Lucky do to take care of Lucky? Like do you do
But,
retail therapy? What you do?
believe me, I love me,
Hmm.
and and this is with anybody. You should love yourself first. So with me, I used to be scared to go to the doctors and stuff like that. Man, I stay in the doctors now. I be wanting to know. And this is the first time I'm about to go public with this news right here. So, the only people that's really close to me know this. It's like March 3rd, they had diagnosed me with prostate cancer.
Oh no.
But I told all my family and everything. I said, I'm not getting no chemo. I'm not doing no surgeries. I said, I'm gonna find me something that's gonna heal it naturally. So I started talking to different people, doing some research. I got a homegirl, shout out to Leah. Her mother was in stage 4 cancer. She said her mother beat it. So, she gave me a lot of game, a lot of stuff to take and all that. So I got focused, and I homed in, I tuned it. I went back for my follow-up. They said, whatever you're doing, you need to keep doing it because, it's digressing. So
Good. Look at
mm,
God.
so it's like, you gotta love yourself and understand that, what I mean, your body is all you got, what I mean, and you have to take care of it, what I mean, because once it start breaking down, what are you gonna do? So you have to do
Facts.
everything possible to make sure, what I mean, your body stay good. And like me, I rip and run so much, I don't hardly ever sleep. People tell you that they'll tell you like they think I'm a machine sometimes because I don't sleep. But
Hmm.
one thing
Hmm.
for sure, I go getting me a massage. I do all that type of stuff because it's like you just don't understand. It's like your body is everything. So you gotta eat. You gotta eat right the whole nine.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm totally in support. Like I obviously have a medical doctor, right? But like I ever since a child, like when my mother put that book, it was called Back to Eden in my hands, right? It was my great grandmother's book. And so I remember just sitting down as a child just reading like all of these like grapes do this, strawberries whiten your teeth. Like it's just things that come from the earth that can heal you, right? And so I've always been intrigued with that. And like I would say over the pandemic, I was lucky enough to find like a holistic doctor. And I'm telling you, like I've seen the how it can work. I mean, you have to be disciplined and like you said, you definitely gotta love yourself. So do you have like and if it's too much to ask, like do you have like a holistic doctor or did you just kinda
Hey, you can say I got one because I got some friends, what I mean, that they deep into that type of stuff. So, they not my doctors, but they be like, hey, this is what you need to be doing. Woo, woo, woo. When I tell you, they gave me so much stuff to it's like my head started hurting. It was so much stuff. But it's like at the end of the day, funny story. I was talking to the hospital. They gave me a nutritionist. I'm sitting there
Mhm.
talking to the nutritionist. She giving me these basic routines. So I started asking her questions about some of the stuff that they was telling me to try. And she looking at me like I was crazy, like I've never heard of this. And I'm like,
Like a deer in
I said, I'm
headlights. Yeah.
yeah. She's like, I said, I'm gonna have to look this up. Like, what are you here for? like, like
You
you supposed to be
know,
trying to tell me what to eat, and everything that you're telling me is some base stuff that I already knew. Like, and that stuff
exactly.
don't even work. That stuff is, that stuff don't cure me. So yeah. So I listen to my friends more than I did the nutritionists, of course. So
Okay. So can I ask, like, did you tend to follow? I'm sure there's probably a number of things that you did, a number of things. So did you kind of follow kind of like an alkaline lifestyle, or like did you incorporate that? Did you go vegetarian? Like I want to
yeah,
know. Like
yes.
I
Cause see, the crazy part, I haven't ate pork in 20 years, and I haven't ate beef in 15 years.
Mhm, mhm.
So, really only meats I eat was like fish and chicken, stuff like that. So I kind of cut back on those a little as well.
Okay.
I started eating a whole lot more green vegetables and stuff like that, a lot more fruits. Did start drinking more alkaline water. But of course you can't drink too much of that because that ain't good for you. Uh,
Facts.
then I got on the sour sap fruit,
Yes.
got onto the noni, um, sea salt. I mean, not sea salt. Oh my
Sea
goodness.
moss. Nah,
No,
I knew
not
what you
no,
meant. Sea moss.
no, not sea moss.
Not
It's
sea moss. Okay.
oh my goodness. It's oh my goodness, apricot salt.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
something, so it's like, it's so many different, those are the main things I did. And I end up losing, like, because I was trying to lose weight anyway. But I went from 195 down to 175 in like 3 months.
Nice.
So yeah, and that's
Okay.
where I wanted to be anyway. So it all worked out for the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing that because I mean, I'm so big on health. Like, just take, like, I have my herbal remedies that I take and, lifestyle, like, as far as eating and different things like that. Because, when I'm finally like AARP, you feel me? Like, I don't want to have like a whole cocktail of like medications and then you caught up into the whole system of, you
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
just
no.
not what I envision for my future.
Yeah, and plus I do take like what 5 or 6 vitamins, uh, and I also cut. I don't drink no pops or anything like that. I cut out all everything with sugar in it. I took that completely out of my diet. Uh, I don't eat like processed foods. I don't eat fast food. You know what I mean? If I do it, it may be like once every blue moon because it's like what I mean. I just switched up everything, and like I said, it worked because it's like you eliminate all those, especially like the sugar. You eliminate all that sugar out of your body. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That does so much. That does wonders for your body.
That's very true. That's very true.
People don't understand that sugar it clogs up a lot of things.
That's true. Um it's like a killer. Like your body gets addicted to it. Like, and I remember Dr. Sebi, I would, follow him and listen to, some of his lectures about foods and, even he was talking about how horrible sugar is and how it can age you and all that stuff. Like it makes your body very acidic, which is a breeding ground for disease. So yeah,
Yeah, but
absolutely.
see,
Yeah, that
because
sugar.
what a lot of people don't know, black people are not supposed to get cancer. Our body
Hmm.
structures and types are not made for cancer.
Okay.
So a lot of that cancer stuff is with the breakdown and with the foods and stuff that we eat. So that and Dr. Sebi, what I mean, everybody understand that man he cured a lot of people with
Yes,
natural
he did.
stuff. That's
Yes, he
he
did.
was messing up the medical market. That's why they had to get him out of here.
Absolutely.
You
Like
know,
pharmaceuticals was like, who's this man? We need to
yeah,
get rid of him.
just like COVID. There was another African doctor when COVID hit that where she was over in Africa curing them people of COVID, and now you can't find no trace of her nowhere. She just totally
Hmm.
disappeared.
Protect holistic doctors and influencers at all costs. Like, I'm all for having that conversation because I can personally say that it does work. Like, I resorted to, you know, my eating lifestyle, of course, working out, drinking water, and finding balance and different things like that. I didn't get COVID. I didn't get it, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well,
So,
crazy thing, I had it 3 times and never knew I had it. None of the times I had it.
Really?
Only reason,
Okay.
only reason I found out was because like people that I was hanging with, they ended up saying they had it. So of course I took the test. And I was like, damn, I said I got it too. It was like, and the
But
messed up part, we was at a concert,
mhm.
uh, and everybody from the concert had it because the chick in the club was had it, and she
Ah,
gave it to everybody.
that's so
So
crazy. That's crazy.
yeah,
Well, it looks like we have a few comments. Let's see what our listeners are talking about. Hey, Leah Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. So, Tonality Records sending healing prayers your way, Black man. Do everything you can to create a healing environment in your body. Just lost my aunt to cancer in April. Yeah, wow,
my condolences on that.
absolutely, absolutely. Dr. Sebi is the truth. Yeah, and there's so many holistic doctors out there. Um, yeah, absolutely, definitely was true. Thanks for joining us, Miss Woodson. We appreciate you. Oh, hey, Derek, how are you? Good evening, family. During COVID, over 175 holistic doctors died. Look it up. Yeah, I remember there was a trend, and there was articles about that. Like I remember reading about that over that time period. I mean, heck, we all had a lot of time. I was doing a lot of reading, and that's why I say protect them at all costs. Like
But
protect them at all costs.
the key that they died, did they get killed? you know, but
Hey,
at the end, but even with that being said, no matter how healthy and stuff you are, everybody got an expiration date. So you know,
facts. And and I've heard that too, because like there's certain things I won't eat and do, and I've had the conversations. Oh, we all gonna die anyway, but it's your quality of life. I want a good
hmm
quality of life for as much as I can control. You know what I mean? Like whatever I can, have control over. I want a good quality of life. I don't want to be all broke down. I
oh
just want
yeah,
the batteries to
you
run
know,
out.
I tell people, man, I'm 52 years old, and I still run with the young folks. So
Hmm.
and sometimes
Absolutely.
I'm outrunning them.
Listen,
So
hey, I ain't trying to age no time soon. I'm trying to keep it as young and healthy as I can. So Miss Woodson says, I'm going to say killed for real. Listen, listen.
really, like I said,
Well, you got to
more
say
doctor,
unalive. You can't say that. You got to say unalive, right?
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
get relationship soup in trouble. You got to say unalive.
yeah, because our freedom of speech ain't free no more.
Not no more. Not no more. Okay, let's see here. They kept suing Dr. Sebi in New York. He kept winning. They don't say that part. Also, those selling products in his name are not sanctioned unless by his grandson. Absolutely. And that's something else that I heard too. That allegedly, right after his passing, that it was all these announcements that went out like, "Yo, don't buy them products. Like, if it ain't by such and such, like, don't touch the products." Right. So, yeah, unalive. Yeah, you gotta say unalive. Don't get us in trouble. So Derek says they already had this COVID virus and vaccine on plan. Sebi was the first they took out. Yeah, unalive. Mm,
Yeah, and even like with that COVID vaccine, if you look at it now, how they backtracking on a lot of that, and they saying that it was the cause of a lot of these uh, younger people having heart attacks and stuff like that. Now it's like
mhm.
you know
Yeah, there were a
that's what.
lot of repercussions behind that. Like
Oh
couldn't donate blood, couldn't it was a whole bunch of foolishness that happened with that.
yeah, it's a lot of things. You know what I mean that with that, but you knew it was something when they tell you that you couldn't sue for taking the vaccine.
Facts. Facts. Mm. So Derek says, SM Meter has blocked me on all platforms that I know. You know what? That's just how it be. Like, yeah, we in a different time. We in a different time. Now let me
Oh
ask
yeah,
you this. Can you hear me okay?
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so let me ask you this. So you're in the entertainment industry, right?
Yeah. I'm doing I'm doing a little something with that.
Absolutely. So, like, what are your thoughts about everything going on? Because we can definitely say this last, I'm just gonna say last year, it's been a fool. All this stuff coming out with Puffy, Kelly, alleged, all these alleged things, right? So, what are your thoughts about what's going on in the industry?
Well, all of these alleged things are not so allegedly because they
Okay.
Puffy has always been the puppet master. You know what I mean? But back in the day, that's what they said. Puffy's the one pulling all the strings. But to look at the situation, there's people that's over Puffy that's never being mentioned. So the situation is way bigger than Puffy. But of course, it's always our people the ones that they got to take down. We the ones get caught holding the bag and things of that sort. But you know, and it's kind of like they trying to slap Puffy on the hand because he swole up his chest to him and like, hey, I'm gonna sue this liquor company because when it happened when he started to sue that liquor company, you see that's when all this stuff started popping up. You know,
Mm,
but and then uh Keefy D with the Tupac situation. It's like all these rumors and all that stuff that people have been hearing for years. A lot of this stuff has been known. The people just back in the day, people just didn't speak on stuff. You took it to your grave. But nowadays, people are getting checks for coming out talking.
mhm,
So
mhm,
people are talking a whole lot more because they're not doing too good in this industry no more. They trying to find that 15 minutes of fame again. So people coming out, and they telling some of them untold secrets for that check. So and and if you really do your research and you'll start seeing how a lot of things are tied to a lot of situations with different people. Even with the R. Kelly situation, everybody think that situation with R. Kelly was a what I mean, was 100% solid. But have you ever seen a RICO one person get took down for a RICO? Most RICOs have organizations where
mm,
at least 5 to 10 people. He the only person that went down on a RICO charge.
mm.
Like,
Interesting.
yeah, what I mean. RICO. When you hear the word RICO, you think of organizations going down. Like he
Facts.
the only
Facts.
person that went down. But
Hmm.
his catalog is worth. I think somebody said it's almost worth $1 billion. So what I mean. But think about it. Think about who we talking about. R. Kelly. Think about everybody that he wrote for. All the songs that
Facts.
he's done. You know what I mean? Them
Man.
publishing checks are huge.
Right.
And he had just got his publishing back.
Hmm.
and also and now Michael Jackson, Prince. They own their publishing. If you do your research, you start seeing things. You know what I mean? It tells you for what it is. Michael Jackson said, he was only scared of one person.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at some of the interviews, pull them things up. It's all there for you. But our people, we don't pay attention to a lot of things. All we care about is, how can I get myself in there? But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you willing to do? And now it's to the point to where so many are willing to do everything, to get there, to where
Mm-hmm.
they don't need certain people. They don't need gatekeepers anymore, because it's like, what I need a gatekeeper for? They're doing some of the dumb stuff on their own. To all we gotta do is magnify it for
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see here. So we have some more comments. Puff is a distraction. Okay. 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 Let's see here. Oh, hey, Mark Lee. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hello, people. Lisa having another masterful conversation. That's what I like to do. I like to have conversations that make you think and plant some seeds and all that stuff. Yep, gave that money to Cassie. Puff wanted to replace with the liquor company. Liquor company said, "Get him." Puff been hot ever since. Hmm. All right. So let's see here. So Mark says, we just had a case in Durham where a promoter thought they had Monica, but didn't really have Monica locked down for a gig. Does that happen a lot, Lucky?
man, it happened nowadays. It happened even more because the thing is, people do so much business over the internet to where they never even see the people that they're dealing with. So it's like you don't know who you talking to. You just sending out they sending you this contract and you thinking you got a legitimate contract and you ain't got nothing. But you just sent them $20,000 to $40,000 and now you hit. I didn't have a situation like that with about 5 or 6 people. We tried to help them, secure an artist after they didn't sent some other people some money and got beat.
So, like, what are some signs that promoters can look for to prevent that? Is there anything? Like, would you say?
Yeah, the industry is small. It's like, bro, if there's an artist that you want, you know what I mean. All you got to do is even if you don't go through a booking agent, call 3 or 4 booking agents, to ask what the pricing is. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna get some solid answers, and then actually start reaching out, to the artist and try to find out uh, who to contact. There's actually even organizations out there that actually will send you the booking, the actual booking agent contact. They publish it the whole nine.
Hmm,
You just got to know what you're looking for.
that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so let's see here. So, Tonality Records, as Paul Mooney would, he got his Negro wake up call. Rest in peace, Paul Mooney. All right, let's see here. So Derek says one more and I'll shut up. RICO requires networking. Epstein, Einstein, Kelly, Combs. Really? Hmm.
Uh,
So let's
it,
see here.
he,
Go
he,
ahead.
he missed some names because there was a lot of people partying on that island.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, let's see here. One man can't do what he is accused of alone, and some people probably paid off the right people. So Derek says, look up the finders. Okay, okay. And so lastly, Prince tried to warn us as well. Reason he did the symbol and went on his own. Okay. All
That's a
right.
fact. You can't own the symbol. They owned his name, but they couldn't own the symbol.
That's something. That's something. So like, okay, so there's obviously drama in the industry. So let me ask you this. Like what do you see positive in the industry going on now? Whether it's positive or something impactful going on in the industry. If
Positive.
anything,
You know,
positive.
there's still a lot of positive to it because people still getting rich off of it. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? We still got a lot of artists that's getting their bag. It's what they got to do to get it. It's one thing, but there's a lot of people that's still getting their bag. And what they doing with it is another thing. But you still got a lot of people's lives being changed. In the industry. So
All right, so let's switch gears a little bit. Well, you know what? Before we do, let me ask you this. So Dame Dash has made an appearance in like Northern Indiana, and he's been like working with artists and signing them, right? So what are your thoughts on that?
I'm glad you asked. you know,
Do sprinkle us. Do tell
you
us.
know, I've been getting so many calls about this situation.
Mhm.
Uh, people calling, talking about, we need to jump behind these artists. Dame that came in town. He's about to do this, he's gonna do that, and all that. But it's like okay,
Mhm, mhm,
Dame that came in town. But if you do your research and if you really know what it is, you'd understand that a lot of people in the industry ain't rocking with Dame. You know,
mm.
they they prefer Dame not get back in the industry. It's like,
Really?
you know, it's like prime example. Do you watch New America?
No, what is that? You got to sprinkle me because I be sticking to my
Look,
little program.
just to see, and that's my point. Everybody that called me and asked me that question, I was like, "Do you have the New America app? Are you watching any of his shows that he put out?" New America is that's Dame's company.
Oh, See, I got a new brain cell. I didn't know that.
And it's like nobody was watching that. You know
Mhm,
what Dame is doing. I give Dame 100% because I respect Dame. I like Dame. I like everything that Dame stands for because he's for our people, for one,
mhm, mhm,
and he speaks a lot of great knowledge, and people are scared of Dame, and I like that about Dame. But can he help? Can he help an artist from our city? No, he can't because of the simple fact. Unless no, I'm gonna say this: unless they got their own serious work ethic and their own real money, he can
mhm.
get them through a few doors. But a lot of people are not going to let him get no artist off because they don't want him to make another J. You know, that's why Jay said that. If you made Jay, make another J. And he had artists already signed to his brand, and he still has yet to make another J.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
But you know, so with everybody running around talking about, yo, let's get behind Dame and do this. How about y'all get behind Mark Battles? You know,
Hmm.
Mark Battles he's from the city. He's making major moves independently, and he's managed by QC. You know, get behind Mark Battles. He has his own label, and he's from your city,
Mhm,
Little
mhm,
Scooty, MRC. Get behind Little Scooty and MRC. Scooty has some great artists signed to MRC.
mhm,
If
mhm,
y'all really want to, get behind something that's your own. It's homegrown to where they gonna be there. Them the people that's gonna be tangible that you can touch every day, talk to, support, and they're gonna be able to bring it back home. If Dame get on, he ain't bringing it back to Nap. He going back to Harlem,
mhm, 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 mhm.
and then and everything that he buys and purchases, that money's going back to Harlem with him.
That makes sense.
If you want to support something that's going to help benefit you and yours in your own city.
Mhm, mhm.
There's a whole lot of talented artists in that city that everybody can be supported. They get on. They right there in the city.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that makes sense.
You know,
Hmm.
and like I said, and I have nothing but respect for Dame, but I'd rather see everybody get behind artists that's from the city, that's still in the city, they can bring it back to the city. You know what I mean? Just like there's maybe three or four other artists that's already signed. Hennessy, she
Mhm.
just signed a situation. You know, get behind her. Little E and Debo still out there doing their thing. It's like, get behind your own. Help
That makes
help push your
sense.
own.
Mhm, mhm.
You know, our Indianapolis is still the only market that hasn't really pushed the order straight from the city.
Hmm. Okay.
You know, Mark is the first to do it, but he didn't do it with the help of the city. He got out there and hit the road and did it on his own.
Mhm, mhm,
You know, and a lot of the artists in the city, they need to be calling him, asking, "Hey, what did you do?" Because he's making waves.
mhm, mhm. Interesting. So Derek says, I respect Dane for who he is, but he's blacklisted in the industry. Shout out to Mark Battle.
Derek, no, I didn't want to say blacklisted, but hey, he's they don't want to work with him.
Mhm. So Mark Lee says Big Daddy Kane was supposed to be doing that in NC, but we haven't really seen a lot of development as of yet. Okay. All right. So as a producer, artist, writer, I've always said that if Nat people came together, we could be on the map like ATL. Facts. Okay.
I'm
All
I'm
right.
gonna
And
say
let's.
this because I put up a post. You know, and a couple people try to argue me down about it.
Mhm, mhm.
I said Nap made ATL, and a lot of people are trying to argue me down with this. If you think about the two most powerful labels that came out of Atlanta,
Mhm.
one that has started it all and one that is currently pushing it all. Both of the people at the top of those labels are from Naptown.
Wow. I never
LaFace
thought about
record kicked
that.
LaFace Records kicked off everything in Atlanta. Everybody wants to talk about Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri was under LaFace Records before he kicked off So So Def. So
Interesting. That
LaFace
makes
Records
sense.
was LaFace Records was the foundation that started the Atlanta movement. Shout out to Big Oomp and all of them. They had Hitman, Sammy Simano. They had a movement down here, but they didn't go national until LaFace Records set up camp
Hmm.
and brought that Nat Town swag to Atlanta. Because when LaFace came there, he brought a bunch of people from Nat Town to help him pioneer that label.
Wow.
Right, writers, and so you but then you look at who's pushing it now. QC, Coach K. Where is he from? Robert High School. Come on.
See, see, and look, Derek is with you, LaFace and Coach K. Mhm.
So when I said Naptown made Atlanta, I stand on that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, so let's see here. Let's switch gears a little bit because I know that you believe in community, right? So what kind of things have you done in the community? Like for you, whatever.
Man, the community side, a lot of people don't even know, a lot of things that I do. Uh, because I'm real big on talking to the youth.
Mhm.
I my family, we used to run an event center that dealt with the youth. Uh, I still mentor a lot of young men and young ladies. You'd be surprised. I've adopted so many other people's kids.
Mhm.
From that. But it's like uh, you know uh, I'm behind the scenes on a lot of programs that people do. Because I don't like the forefront. I don't care about the forefront. It's all about getting the message out there, and and trying to help the people that need help. We've done a lot of donations. Like this past Thanksgiving, we we fed like 15 families. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just those type of things. It's like those are things that I don't like. I don't really put out there, but it's just like some people tell me I need to put it out there more, but it's like I don't do it for the notoriety. I do it because it's something that I care about. It's something that comes from my heart because everybody, there's a lot of people that's a paycheck away from being in that situation. So
Makes sense. It makes sense. All right. Let's see here. So, like, there's some comments that aren't showing up for some reason. But let's see here. So Holly Ortiz asks, "Is there a doctor you suggest? I'm trying to get better. My sister was just diagnosed with blood cancer." Holly, I will put that. I'll actually send you some information as well on like a local holistic doctor. That's a good one to to consider. I mean, and with anything, you're going to want to do your research. So let's see here. What can an apartment community with children get involved with to keep children doing positive things? Do you have any recommendations for like organizations or anything that a community can get involved with to help kids do positive stuff? Lucky.
where it depends on where they're from.
Hmm.
What city they're from. Because there's different things in different places. But
Yeah,
what I
absolutely.
mean. I always say one thing for sure. There's a 100 Black Men organization, and I think in every city. So you can definitely start there.
Okay. So like 100 Black Men. I know that's really popular here. That's a really good organization here. So absolutely. So Sam Jackson says, "I am a herb freak. When it comes to my health, I clean my lungs, colon, liver, kidney, blood, veins, prostate, everything twice a month." Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so let's see here. We have a couple more comments, and then I have some more questions. And I promise I'm gonna get you out of here, Lucky. Although I'm enjoying this time with you. So let's see here. One of the biggest promoters from here, from Detroit, and his family runs one of the biggest venues in that area. Shout out to the Dome Group. Okay, and then it cuts off. Okay. So Tonality Records, Babyface definitely the GOAT, put ATL on the map. My singing group almost got signed to LaFace back in the day. All right, so let's see.
What was the name of your group back in the day? I'm curious now.
Reese, what was the name of your group? Put that in the comments. Yeah, do it on YouTube though, because I don't know what StreamYard and Facebook doing. StreamYard and Facebook must not be on the same page because I don't see any. I don't see any comments from Facebook. So make sure you do it through YouTube. Uh, let's see here. You got asked another question. So while he's doing that, so my question is, as a DJ, do I need to delete R. Kelly and Puffy from my Serato DJ software asking for the community? What you think, Lucky? Do we
Let
need to
me.
delete Kelly and them?
I'm gonna say this. Did you delete all the Weinstein's movies? It's like, at the end of the day, you know, that these people, there's a lot of people that still, a lot of our people that still eating off of those people's music, and a lot of those artists that they did stuff for, are still eating off of their music. So why would you want to do that? It's like you can't hold somebody. I say I wouldn't. I necessarily wouldn't hold what they did against them when it comes to the material they put out, because they put out some great material. I don't care what nobody say. I still turn on some R. Kelly. You know what I mean? I just listened to R. Kelly earlier today, so he's one of the best that ever did that. Think about the Isley brothers when how he did the whole Mr. Big situation with that, and tied it on with Kelly and all. It's like it's so much music. It's like, so wow, you probably end up deleting half your old catalog. So why even waste the time? I mean, just play the music, let the people enjoy it, because there's a lot of people that don't care about what happened. They just want to hear the music.
Let's see here. Okay, so what do you think is the key to finding like fulfillment and happiness in love and life? If you had to tell the people, what would you say? What do you think the key is to finding fulfillment and happiness in both love and life? And no, Jay, I saw your little reading rainbow comment. See, StreamYard ain't having your madness today. So that's why they ain't even posted, but I saw it. So anyway, Lucky, what would you say the key is to finding happiness in both love and life?
Well, it's like, like I said earlier, it starts with self. Because if you're not happy with self, uh, you're not gonna be happy with anything. So you gotta really take time to yourself, get to know yourself, understand yourself, um, and love yourself. Once you get all that mastered, then everything else comes easy. Everything just starts to fall in place.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, okay, so Reese did post the name of his group. My singing group name was Something to Say. Okay. I don't even think I knew that, Reese. Did you? I don't think you ever told me that. So his group was Something to Say.
Yeah, I'm not familiar
Uh,
with them.
I'm not deleting Kelly's music. Step in the Name of Love is a go-to song for a lot of my gigs. And Derek says we'd have to cancel the whole industry, movies and sports too. Take the bad with the good; they both exist.
Hey, that's facts. You can't have good without the bad, especially in the industry. It's all bad.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. You know what? Let me ask you this. I think. Do I want to go here? So, with an upcoming election on the horizon, right? What are some key issues you see facing the community, and how do you hope the election will address them? I mean, we're a little conscious, but just curious. Just curious.
The last
See,
thing.
Just
now,
curious.
I don't want to get you banned, but 'cause but you asked, so and I know a lot of people about to be mad at me when I say this, but I'm
Mhm,
gonna
mhm,
say it because I've been preaching it for a minute. And though I'm gonna say this, though I'm not a Trump supporter,
mhm, mhm,
but I don't dislike Trump. I'm not a Biden supporter, but I don't dislike Biden because I'm a person, that stands on, you know, individuals and the thing that's going to help me and mine.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, one of the first things that people got to do is stop being content with being a Democrat and Republican
Mhm. Mhm.
because they mirror each other
Mm.
at the
Mhm.
end of the day. You know what I mean? And Biden said it best. And that's why, especially the urban community is so brainwashed. If you're black, you're supposed to vote for me. No, we're not. We're supposed to vote for the person who's gonna do the best job. And right now, you know, I know a lot of people last year that said they voted for. Well, in the last election, they voted for Biden because they was going for the less of two evils. Now
Mhm.
they regret that they voted for him. All right, now we're back here again. So which evil are you going to take? Me personally, I'll take Donald Trump because at least with Trump, he's telling you what it is. I respect the man that's telling me to my face what it is, how I'm going to do it, and I can sit back and take it or leave it, compared to somebody that's hiding his hand and then all of a sudden bow out of surprise. Here go another trick bag.
Mhm.
Because and a lot of people talking about, well, Trump did this, Trump did that. Yeah, I look like this. If Trump get in office and burn this down, let him get in there and burn it down. Let's reset and hope our people are smart enough to come together so we can start taking some real position in this world.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. So Mark says, "Do you still play Michael Jackson?" He was accused of all kind of things, and Elvis had issues, and a lot of people have some serious history. All
Yeah.
right, all right, all right. So that's basically all I have today. I'm looking forward to your future endeavors. And well, let me ask you
Well,
this: what's next for Lucky? That you can divulge. That you can divulge. What's next for Lucky?
all right. This is currently what's next for me. If you're in Atlanta, November 10th, I'm partnered up with a nonprofit organization. They're doing a sneaker ball here. Uh, if you're an artist, you want to perform in that, this reach out. The sneaker ball is big. They raise money so they can help feed families and things for Thanksgiving. Uh, then they also have Love on the Green. It's a big concert series out here, and it's also out here in Atlanta. Uh, it's my first time tapping in with doing some stuff that's more on the gospel slash contemporary clean type, but it's about love and peace. So if you got some inspirational music, gospel music, hey, get at me. We doing it's gonna be big. That's in October. No, that's September 14th. Uh,
Okay.
but then my own personal things. I mean, you're hearing it here first. You're getting all the first today, but you're hearing it here
See?
first. Uh, I've been kind of sitting back. I said I was gonna be start doing a lot of things for myself that I wanted to do. So I've already started working on my book. Uh, I mean, it's a book about my lifestyle. So I'll be putting that out trying to get that done so I can get that out real soon. But currently, I just started a clothing line. Um, I'm looking to try to drop it next month. It's called I'm Straight.
Okay. Oh, uh-oh.
Um, you
Uh-oh.
know, I told you earlier that I got it. That I went to war with the alphabet community. But
Mm-hmm.
so so they kind of inspired the clothing line. But it's called I'm Straight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's gonna be out next month. Also, got a shoe. Started a shoe company. I'm about to start dropping some shoes. They'll be out real soon.
Okay.
Bahati. What I mean.
Ooh, okay.
Um, Of course, I'm still doing the magazine. We totally revamping that situation. So if you go to our website right now, you probably won't find nothing because we're totally revamping that to where it's gonna be we still gonna have the magazine side out with the publication, but we also about to start adding like the blogs and things like that, just to try to kind of keep up with the times. We working on some our own visual movies and documentaries and things like that that they'll be able to find on the website. We got, I want to speak on the one that we got in the chamber right now, ready to drop, but it'll be coming out towards the end of the year. Uh, it's an artist, a comedian that I used to manage. So if you know who I used to manage as a comedian, yeah, I know who this documentary is about to be about. Uh, but I'm just gonna say it, Dope Fiend Willie. We're working on
Okay.
a
Oh, okay. That's
documentary.
what's up. That's what's up.
I'm just gonna put it out there so y'all can be on the lookout. We tell him his life story. Um, so that was he was a real good. I managed him, and he's a real good friend of mine. Rest in peace to him. I miss that guy. If you know him, you already know what it was. He was a super
Mhm.
talented individual. You know what I mean? So and an overall good person. Uh, but we got a couple, quite a few more coming. Uh, I also got the two radio stations. Totally rebranding those. Of course, the DJ's United Radio, and then we got the Plug Online. And like I told you earlier, we're trying to buy an actual FM station as well right now. So how can I forget? Yeah, I can go to Powered Up TV right now as well. Uh, television network that I'm partnering in with. So just I've been behind the scenes on a lot of things. I just been real quiet, just doing trying to make some things work.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, a couple more comments and then we're going to get out of here. So Mark Lee says, I still want to see a plan from Donald Trump. I haven't seen a real plan from him. So Miss Woodson says, I'm straight. uh, so Derek says, Dope Fiend Willie was with my stepsister Barb. I'm telling you my roots. Okay. All
Oh, Derek, we need to talk, bro. We need
right.
to talk. I was trying to find somebody from Bard family.
Okay. Well, I'll connect you two. I'll definitely
Yeah,
connect you two. I'll start a chat on the book or something and
we
connect you.
definitely need to talk. Because that's the one part of the movie, the documentary that we don't have. We mentioned it, but we don't have nobody from her side of the family that kind of talk on their situation. So
Okay. Okay. See, hey, that's what we do at the soup. We connect peoples with peoples. We drop knowledge and all kind of stuff. I need a shirt, Lucky, because the double, what's that, Entrade is crazy because no doubt I'm
I
straight.
got you. I got you.
So Miss Wilson, oh, much love. Willie, talented. Absolutely, absolutely.
Ariana.
They're my people too. Word, word, word. All right. So that's all we have for tonight. For the people on Facebook, look, I don't know what did happen. Look, StreamYard and changed it up. I can only see y'all comments on the phone. Otherwise, I would have shouted y'all out. So thank y'all for listening. Harry and James, thank you for listening. See, lucky your brothers had to support. They was on there. We just couldn't see their comments. They was on there.
They probably thought I was gonna be out here acting silly, you know what I mean? Because I'm a comedian. I'm working on that too, but that's a little bit on down the road. I'm gonna do a one night stand comedy show, so 'cause I'm a true comedian.
Okay. A comedian is good. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Lucky, I appreciate you. And I can get the information for your shows because I mean we definitely have like listeners in the A. So definitely want to support whatever you're doing. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out my mama. Mama, thank you for listening and I appreciate you. And again, y'all, like follow across all platforms, YouTube. Relationship Soup, period. IG, Relationship Soup. Facebook, Relationship Soup Group. Come and join the forum, right? We be talking about all kind of stuff, right? And of course, if you want to follow me or whatever and see these lives, it's Relationship Soup LLC or Lisa Hughes. And on that note, we out. So enjoy life, love yourself, give yourself grace, and until next week, peace.